honey. When are you getting home?
Finishing up work right now. Should be leaving in 15 minutes.
Okay, can you pick up some tomatoes and garlic on your way back?
Sure. What are you making?
Spaghetti.
Oh, I like.
I know you do. That's why I am making it.
Okay, I will get your stuff and be home in 30 minutes.
Perfect. And, oh, another thing?
Yeah?
Can you deal with the backyard, please? It's out of control.
Yeah, I will look into it.
You always say that. I have been telling you to manicure it for 6 months now.
Okay, I will do it this time, I promise. Don't worry, you will have a perfect backyard at the end of the week.
I like the sound of that, but I will believe it when I see it.
You have lost all faith in me because of the backyard?
Well, you have been telling me you're going to deal with it for 6 months. What do you expect, LOL?
Wow, I can't believe my wife cares more about a backyard than me.
I am making you spaghetti. Don't you forget that.
Okay, you do care about me more than the backyard.
Just get it done this weekend, please. I am tired of it.
Yes, ma'am. It will be done, promise. Okay, I'm leaving now. See you in a bit.
Okay, drive safe.
I leave work with a smile on my face. My wife and I have been married for about 30 years, but we still bicker like teenagers. I honestly wouldn't have it any other way. She is my best friend and my life partner. I climb into my car while making a mental note of stopping at the grocery store to pick up her stuff. 5 minutes later, I enter the grocery shop and walk back to the produce aisle, crossing the gardening aisle in the middle. It reminded me of our backyard. She is right, it does need a lot of work. I pick up some gardening tools along with the tomatoes and garlic she requested. I am not going to delay it this time. This time, my mind is made up. I am going to manicure it because it will make my wife happy and, bonus points, it will make our house look prettier. I climb back into my car after checking out my purchases and drive home with the intention of getting some work done at the backyard today itself. When I reached home, I greeted my wife and she went on inside to get started on dinner. I decided to plan out how I was going to tackle the backyard section by section and get it done by the end of the week. After that, I got my tools from the car and got started. By dinner time, I had done a lot of work and I was proud. My wife called me inside and I was about to leave the tools and go inside when my shovel got stuck in the ground. When I pulled it out with force, I saw a bone come out with it. I was shocked at first, but then my wife came out back to tell me that dinner was ready. I called her over and showed her what I saw. She assured me that maybe it was from the Halloween decorations. Our kids used to decorate the yard with fake bones and blood, so it can be possible. I told her that I am going to dig a little more to make sure this is fake. She stood there while I dug the mud. A shape of a body came into view. I was sweating at this point. Not from the manual work, but from fear. What if it is a real person? My wife put the mud back in and pushed me inside before I could say anything.
Rob was looking at us from his window,
she said. Rob, our neighbor, wasn't a big fan of us. She was right to get me inside before he could see something. I decided to deal with it later. It probably is fake anyway.
What are we going to do about it?
I'm calling the cops.
What do you mean you're calling the cops?
Well, that's what you do when you find a body in your backyard.
Are you sure?
Of course I am sure. And unless you killed that person, I think we're going to be fine.
Of course I didn't kill anyone. I still think it is fake.
It was not fake, trust me. I am calling the cops and they can tell us.
Okay, just be careful. I think Rob saw us and he might create some problems.
We didn't do anything wrong. He can't create any problems for us.
Okay, don't take too long. Call the cops then.
Yeah, okay. I called the cops immediately to get ahead of this whole nightmare. I left my work early and got home. My wife and I were together in the backyard when the cops arrived. Rob was the first one to climb out of the cop car. They assigned the case to me since it was my neighborhood, he said as he walked up to us. Great. Now he is going to take immense pleasure in making our lives miserable. The cops checked out the whole scene and confirmed that it indeed is a real body. They asked some general questions and told us that they would keep us updated when they find out more. Brian, I have some updates on the body found in your backyard. Okay, do you know who it is? I will tell you everything. Have some patience. First, let me ask you some questions. Okay. Whatever you want. Great. How long have you lived in this house? About 25 years. And you had no idea that there was a body buried in your backyard? Of course not. Who do you think I am? I don't know who you are. That's why I am investigating. Rob, I have nothing to do with it. How did you come across the body? I was working on the yard to make it more manicured, and I was digging to plant some flowers when I came across some bones. I saw you that night. I could hear the shovel, so I looked out my window. If you found it that day, then why didn't you call the cops right then? I wasn't sure if it was a real body. Why would there be a fake body in your backyard? I didn't know it was a whole body. I thought it was fake bones from Halloween decorations. I see. Okay, so the body is male, in his 50s. Has been dead for 9 years. That's all the information I could give as of this moment. 9 years? Oh my God. Someone buried him there while we were living in the house? What if we were at home when it happened? Don't panic, Brian. I will let you know more if something comes up. And I would have to talk to Angela as well. Well, she doesn't know anything more than me. I still have to talk to her. It's procedure. Of course. I was full-on panicking after what Rob just told me. 9 years is a long time. Who was that guy? Does his family know? Why would someone bury him in my backyard? Was it someone we know? My mind was spiraling and diverted my focus on work. Rob will let us know when he knows anything else. Hey, did Rob talk to you?
Yeah, just asked a bunch of questions. Does he think we have something to do with it?
No, it's just routine questions. Don't worry about it.
Did he tell you about the body?
Yeah, pretty scary.
I know. 9 years. It's pretty scary for us, too. Who would do something like that?
I have no idea, but I hope they find out.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I will see you at home. Tell me if Rob tells you something.
Okay, see you.
I got my work done, and when I was about to leave, my daughter texted me.
Hey, Dad, where are you?
I'm at work. What's up?
Why didn't you tell me about the body in the backyard?
Oh, I didn't want to involve you. Why? Do you know something about it?
Now is not the time to discuss it. The cops arrested Mom. Come to the police station quickly.
Wait, what? Why did they arrest her?
They identified the man and linked him to Mom somehow.
I am on my way, and I'm calling our lawyer.
I already called your lawyer. He is with us.
Okay, it might take me some time. Keep me posted.
Sure.
I was driving as fast as I could to reach the police station, but there was a lot of traffic. The police station was across town from where I worked. It was taking me too long. I was getting restless when I received another text from my daughter.
Dad, we're going home. They released her.
What? What happened?
I will tell you, but you have to promise to not confront Mom about it right now.
Confront her about what? What is going on, Bella?
They identified the body as Steve Alonzo. He was Mom's boyfriend.
Mom's boyfriend? What does that mean? When?
About 10 years ago. She was having an affair, Dad. I am sorry.
What? She was cheating on me?
I am so sorry.
Oh my God. Did she actually kill him?
No, of course not. They don't have any proof of that. They just took her because she was connected with the victim.
What did she say there?
She told them that she broke up with him after 6 months because she felt guilty for cheating. She told him to leave her alone, but he wouldn't. He kept showing up at our house until one day he just disappeared.
Because he died.
Right. They don't have any proof, though, about whoever killed him.
I can't believe your mom did this to me. I find this out after 30 years of marriage?
It's messed up, I know.
Did you know about it, Belle?
That's what I was talking about when I said you should have told me before calling the cops.
What?
I was the one who hit him in the head. I didn't know he would die.
What the hell are you talking about? When did this happen?
I was like 13 or something. He used to come to our house and fight with Mom a lot. You were at work, and Mom never let him inside the house, but I could hear him threaten Mom. I didn't know they were having an affair, but he was threatening Mom and you. I saw him one day. He was drunk and no one was home. He was yelling outside our house. I just picked up a hammer from the tool shed and hit him to shut him up. He didn't wake up after that. Me and the twins dragged him to the backyard and buried him there. We were all so scared about what had happened. We decided to let it out of our minds and never tell anyone.
Oh my God. Belle, the twins know too? Oh, my children. You had to go through that when you were just little kids. I am so sorry, my love. I am sorry you felt you had to protect us from him.
Dad, I am really sorry for what I did, but please keep the twins out of it. I can take the whole blame.
You made a mistake. You were a kid. No one is taking the blame for it. I will figure it out. Don't worry. I immediately thought of my game plan. What am I going to do? I think I should talk to Rob about it and see what the cops are thinking. Hey, Rob, why the hell is my wife being taken to the police station? She is connected to the victim, but there was no proof about it just yet, so we let her go. She is not here anymore. She didn't kill him, Rob. She was just as surprised when we found the body as me. Maybe you killed him. You were just as much of a suspect as her. Jealous husband killing his wife's lover. It's pretty common. It's just me and Angela, the suspects? As of now, yeah. You guys had the motive. Rob, you have known us for years. You know we're not the killing kind. Isn't there anything else? Like some evidence, DNA or something? No, it's very old, so there isn't much to go on here. We will have to check yours and your wife's history. Of course, anything you want, but I can assure you, neither of us did it. We will check the dates when we find out the exact time and date of the murder. We're going to have to look into your whereabouts. Okay, so if Angela and I prove that we're innocent, what happens then? It will probably be closed, the case, because it's quite old and there is zero to none evidence. How are you going to prove that you're innocent? Well, I don't have to yet, do I? You guys have no evidence against me or Angela. I am telling you honestly, Rob. We didn't do it, and if we're innocent, then we don't have anything to worry about. Okay, I was just helping you out because you're my neighbor. I do know you won't do something like this. We might not see eye to eye, but I know you're not a bad person. Thank you, Rob, for everything. The cops didn't have any evidence against me or Angela. My kids were out of the case, and I needed to keep it that way. I just went along with their theory of the killer being me or Angela. They couldn't find anything for weeks. One day, though, the forensics figured out the exact date and time of death. It was 9 years ago, so no one can call it suspicious when I couldn't figure out where I was at that time. The cops and I went back and forth for quite a while, but they couldn't prove anything. They got the security footage from our block. The camera in front of our house caught us getting in our house late at night. We weren't home at the time of death, and there was no camera in the back. They closed the case after a week. No one could figure out who killed him and why they buried him in my backyard. A day after, the case closed.
Where are you?
I am at work. And, Angela?
Yeah?
Now that the case is closed, I want you to take your stuff and leave.
Excuse me?
Take your things and leave my house. I want a divorce.
Brian, I'm sorry for what happened. It was a long time ago.
I don't care how long ago it was. You betrayed me, cheated on me, lied to me for 10 years, put my kids in danger. They felt like it was their job to clean up your mess. I stayed with you throughout this case, but I did it for my kids, not for you. I want you out of my house when I get back tonight. Goodbye.